I'm afraid I've interrupted the video. But, Alice, it's time for lunch. You want some lunch? When do you want it? She wants it now. You want it right now? Now? Okay. Okay, here it is. 21 grams of kibble. You want your lunch, huh? Okay, she eats out of this thing. And she always looks in the cup to make sure she's not getting shortchanged. Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, Arm & Hammer baking soda. Vomiting of pregnancy. Wow. Page 26. This distressing symptom is often caused by the presence of a mild acidosis. For the relief of this condition, it is recommended that 1/2 teaspoonful of soda in 1/2 glass of cool water be taken 2 hours after meals. Okay. The sunny side of life. I have published a picture of this before. Let's see. Postmarked January 19, 1935 with a 1-penny postage stamp. You know, and this is a good ounce. I love the color on the cover. Sunny side of life. So no page numbers, but it's a good 1/8 of an inch thick. And how does food nourish the body? What are the essentials of an adequate menu? Why should food containing bulk be included in the daily food plan? What is a minus meal? What are the symptoms of common constipation? How can certain prescriptions be filled in the kitchen? Can you estimate the number of calories you need daily? What is the foundation of good looks? Can you choose an attractive, well-balanced menu? Copyright 1934, Kellogg Company, Battle Creek, Michigan. So I bet to look as good as this couple here, you probably need to eat a lot of cornflakes. Oh. The food road. They give you a road map in case the food doesn't know where to go. Oh, yeah. The alimentary timetable. I think this goes on the concept that the thing you ate a day ago is just about done being digested, and the food that you're going to eat today is going to affect you over the next 24-hour period. Something like that, probably. How to keep fit. Yeah. Oh well, let's move on. June 1922, The League of Rations. Oh. There's a note on the first page. A Merry Christmas from Crusader Leader. Published by, let's see, the Women's American Baptist Home Mission Society. League of Rations. Here's that note. League of Rations. My girl, she shamed of me. I no talk good, wailed the little Italian mother. Maybe if I had American friend, I learn good. Do you know that there are 1.5 million people in these United States of America hidden away in our great foreign-speaking colonies who cannot speak the English language? This represents 11% of the foreign-born white population of the country. And in Arizona, where more than 2/3 of the foreigners were born in Mexico, the percentage unable to speak English reaches as high as 51.9%. It is figures like these that the Christian Americanization Department of the Women's American Baptist Home Mission Society, organized in March 1919, is striving to change. Well, but it contains the League of Rations. So it contains recipes, beginning with some Armenian recipes for string beans, Armenian bread, Armenian meatballs, kadayf, Bohemian recipes, dumplings, pork loin, sauerkraut, Chinese rice soup, Chinese omelet. So all these different national foods. Let's see, Finnish. I don't see surströmming in here, but they do have fish pudding. Wow. So she hasn't written in this book, though. Let's move on. Metropolitan Life Insurance Company. Three meals a day, suggestions for good food at low cost. What building is that? Well, it must be the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company building, wherever that is. Well, probably in New York. 3 meals a day. Your family needs at least these foods: milk, bread, cereals, vegetables, fruit. Use fats and sweets in moderate amounts, and as your money permits, add eggs, cheese, meat, or fish, as shown on pages 2 and 3. Suggested adequate food budget for 1 week. And in each column, they've shown the quantity and then the total cost. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and a sample budget, so you can really figure out a whole food budget for 1 week. But this hasn't been written in. Menus to be used when the amount to spend is very limited. So breakfast, you'd only have cereal, milk, bread, and butter on Monday. Oh, same thing on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Oh, that's all that you're going to get for breakfast the whole week. Yeah, well, this is Depression era, and during rationing. Let's see. There's 2 of these royal cookbooks. Royal cookbooks. Standard Brands Incorporated, New York. So I don't know why the half of the back cover is torn off. Royal baking powder. Also, this is all stuff that you can make with their baking powder. It's mostly desserts. It looks like desserts. I don't know. Okay. And here's another, in better condition, Royal baking powder. Contains no alum, leaves no bitter taste in the food. Copyright 1922. This one's in pristine condition. About 50 pages. Oh, here's that other missing piece of that back cover. And cream cornstarch with some suggested recipes. It's just a single leaflet, I guess. Can be used to make your own cake flour. Pie recipes. This is mostly dessert stuff. Walter Baker and Company Limited, Dorchester, Massachusetts. Choice recipes. No other food product has a like record. 57 highest awards. Gee. But this is prior to the Heinz ketchup claiming to have 57 varieties. And I don't think this has any relation to that company. Walter Baker and Company Limited. Copyright 1926. Chocolate and cocoa recipes by celebrated cooks. Homemade candy recipes. No writing in it. Wellesley loaf cake. Sure thing cake. Spanish chocolate cake. And it looks like mostly desserts. Walter Baker Breakfast Cocoa. Sweet Baker's Chocolate. Yeah. The printing is quite exemplary. There's even some nice color photos. They spared no expense on the printing. Chocolate popcorn balls. Yeah, a lot of chocolate in these recipes, huh? Arm & Hammer washing soda, copyright 1933. Cleansing helps. Oh, you can even use it in automobile radiators. Yeah, work gloves, oily rags, hand cleanser, floor washing. Yeah, washing clothes. Let's see, there's a state-of-the-art washing machine right there. Here's a tiny little leaflet. 5 wonderful cakes and a pie made with swan's down cake flour, 1927. Swan's down brings success to your baking. That's the other side. Yeah, that's that. Let's see. Boston crystal gelatin. Just a little black and white leaflet of a few pages. Represents the acme of perfection in the manufacture of gelatin. After years of work and experiment and the expenditure of a vast amount of money, we are now giving you the result, the purest gelatin that can be obtained. Let's see. This is a little card with some facts about a bird. Red Start, it says. And on the back, useful birds of America. So, I guess she thought this was worth saving for the purest bicarbonate of soda by the Arm & Hammer brand or Cow brand. Both are identical and exceed the requirements of the United States Pharmacopoeia. Keep a package in the kitchen and one in the medicine closet. For the good of all, do not destroy the birds. And here's a tiny little book. It's only about 1.5 inches tall. It says established 1780, Walter Baker and Company Limited, Dorchester, Massachusetts. It might be missing a cover, I don't know. Choice Recipes by Miss Parloa and other noted teachers. A booklet of 64 pages will tell you how to make a great variety of delicious drinks and dainty dishes from our famous cocoa and chocolate of Walter Baker and Company Limited, established 1780. And it's this tiny little book and with very small print. Okay, the samples of chocolate in this box are known as Baker's Caracas Sweet Chocolate. So we don't have the box, we just have the little book that was in the box. Vanilla chocolate with whipped cream. Smith's College Fudge. Cocoa sauce. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's all that was in that box. Or that's all that's in it right now. I think there were other things in it. Little bits of paper, but they weren't really organized. They were all just packed in there. And I'm afraid those are long gone. So much for the recipe box. Speaking of Northwood, I found this quadrangle for Mount Pawtuckaway. The Mount Pawtuckaway quadrangle. Geological survey map. And of course that includes Nottingham, Rockingham County. So with the village of Northwood. Let's see, yeah, I see Northwood, Rockingham County, and there's Bow Lake at the upper left corner. United States Department of the Interior Geological Survey. I don't see a date on it. But you can see all the roads and the tiny little square dots where all the homesteads were. And let's see, Northwood. I can see the main road that goes. Let's see, what's the compass direction? I would. Yeah, it's north. North is up. Oh, mapped, edited, and published by the Geological Survey Topography by Planetable Surveys, 1917. Culture revised 1957. In the center of the map, you can see Pawtuckaway Pond. And just above that, you can see Nottingham, Deerfield, Barrington, Stratford, Northwood, and down near the bottom you can see Epping, Brentwood, Fremont, Raymond. So let's see, it's about, the scale is about 1 inch to the mile. Well, not sure why we had that. There's a couple of letters here. This one addressed, let's see, postmark August 16, 1937, mailed from the Ocean Park Post Office, and addressed to Superintendent Chester W. Doe, Keene Normal School, Keene, New Hampshire. 3-cent stamp. Return address is written on the back. There's 3 people's names written on the front of it. Eleanor something Wells, 0 to 470. Edith Stevenson, 470 to 900. Dorothy Lincoln, 900 to 1188. I don't know what those numbers signify. Box 717, Ocean Park, I guess is the return address. And there's 3 pieces of paper. So let's see, there are 3 separate letters with different dates on them. Seagrove, July 13, 1937. And this is written by Florrie to Dearest. Just a line to remind you that although out of sight, not out of mind, still cool and cloudy here, and fireplace is cheery, but not complete, I guess. Also, I want to enclose this note from one of your other girls to remind you of the request for I can't quite make out the word books maybe. I am mailing check to her today. Last one, Mr. and Mrs. Tibbets called in with their son Louis, perhaps. They called at store in Saco for Elizabeth's Harvard seal. But they asked him to hurry it up and then only had to pay 31 cents for it. Elizabeth was delighted. Paul and Edith, saving for theirs. James actually got to bed after 9 o'clock. Don't you think I had better get Edith registered for camp? Thought I would go up with her this afternoon if sky's clear. The young people are planning a scavenger hunt tomorrow. We are cooking a lunch, a something stew today. We are cooking some kind of stew today. I wish you could be sharing it. Had a good sleep last night, except waking up once after dreaming that I found you sleeping with blanket half off you and feared you were catching cold. There is an extra blanket on James's bed should you need it. With dearest love, always, Florrie. And the next one has the Seagrove letterhead. It just says Seagrove written in above Ocean Park, Maine, July 21, 1937. My dearest, I trust you survived all the birthday fun. We did, and glad to think how short this week will be. Elizabeth began her job at Tanglewood this a.m. Mr. Mitchell came to ask her yesterday. She wipes dishes now and later may do some other duty. She works through Ataloa, period. She has written Mrs. Abbott of Keene that she will go up there August 16th. We have considered it all from all angles, and she now plans to take this job for next year. She received a very nice letter from Mrs. Abbott stating that she would consider it only fair for her to go home for vacations, which is more than allowed by most girls doing similar work. Now we are hoping that your trip to Keene will come on August 16th. Today is Educational Bureau Day. I played for devotionals at 9:30, then came business until 11:30. At 3 o'clock, I went up to help serve at tea at Curtis. Met the new matron, Mrs. Williams of Dover. Very pleasant and efficient. We got almost swamped for the refreshments. We might have been better prepared had we known the children of music class were to perform, for they bought at I can't make out the rest of that. So we scurried out for 22 Cheerios for children and extra ice cream, etc. Over 50 adults. Tomorrow is Acquaintance Club Fair. I am to make health salad for it. Edith is supposed to take her Bible to camp. Will you please see if it is on her bookcase in her room? I saw Herbert today, and he says it will be okay for me to take Edith to Dr. Seagrave for health exams. He was inquiring as to where he could find the Seagrave book. Mother had it last, didn't she? We all went to movies last evening. Forever Yours must have been the name of the movie. Tonight the rest have steak roast on beach. Edith will go up to see Helen and Priscilla for a while with dearest love, Florrie. And this one, Seagrove, August 16, 1937. My dearest, 'tis a grand morning, and while some washing is soaking, here I sit in the sun. I went up to the post office early to mail a letter to Elizabeth and found the enclosed card and feel as relieved as a young man proposing in getting a definite no or yes answer. I got everything cleaned up here. Quite a job after my light housekeeping. If past of the past few weeks. The rest want to evening service, went. The rest went to evening service. But I stayed here expecting Ruth Mary any time, and what luck. Mrs. R had a contralto solo in Anthem for Me. The range of it was too much for me. McGowan or Paul and Gil Haynes did it, and Gil Haynes did it, and the junior male quintet sang to the full tempo as part of senior quartet. Almost 100 at Young People's for quartet song is planned. After that, some of them called here hoping to see Ruth Mary. The fireplace was cheery and guests departed shortly before 10:30. I don't know, let's see. If you had extra time on your hands, it might be well for you to call on Reverend Miller, and I can write later. I want to know about Elizabeth. That's written along the edge vertically. School of Methods, School of Methods Falls, pouring into Ocean Park all day yesterday and today. It was very hard for Elizabeth to leave yesterday, but it seems the right course for her to take, and I do hope it will prove to be the best. She will be quite busy getting used to new surroundings this week, but doubtless there will be very lonely times. I hope you will have a chance to have a good talk with her and perhaps meet the Abbott family and possibly Reverend Mother or her mother. A bit of poison ivy cropping out on my ring finger this morning, but I'm right on its trail with fire in my eyes. Such a perfect beach day and sky so clear, but I didn't feel it quite so selfish because you did have some fine days here too this year, but hurry back soon. And together with dearest love, Florence. So those are just a couple of her letters to Chester. It's written in pencil, kind of hard to make out the script writing. What's this one? July 13, 1937. Okay, I have already read that one. Hi, sweetie. You want to come and sit with me? Now this is a little sandwich bag. I've been going on for 47 minutes. Here's a couple of postcards. Mailed 1910, 1906. Well, let's start with the 1906. Mailed from New York City. A happy new year, Miss Madden. There's nothing written on it. It's addressed to Master George Ackert, 617 Belden Street, Peekskill, New York. 1 penny postage on that. And here's one mailed in 1910, March 26, 1910, from Peekskill, New York. To Mr. Clifford Raymold There's nothing written on this one. It's just a Happy Easter. Yeah, I guess if you mailed it on March 26, 1910, I guess that would have been an appropriate thing for Easter. Okay. Mrs. Madden. Well, I don't know who those people are. Let's see. This one is it says silk, $1.50. I guess this is just a card for somebody that collects postcards. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Miss Ida Waterman, 84. Camp on Ridge Avenue, Jersey City, New Jersey. I think this is just something that someone collected. Because the postcard was, it's a Christmas card. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But the unusual thing about it is that it's got stitching on it, that pink and blue. The clothing that the people in the picture are wearing is actually stitched with silk. I guess you don't see postcards like that very often. Oh well. So, somebody was collecting postcards. So there's only a couple of other things here in the pile. This, I think I published a picture of it already. And this was from my sister, Karen, to my father. It says, Dad, Happy Valentine's Day. Love, Karen. And it's drawn in pastels. I think I published a picture of this, but I had it upside down. Well, this should be the right side up, I think. And I found one more art project from Carol, my sister Carol. And that looks like pastel matte on a mat. So, that was all I could find relating to Florence Adelaide Macombi Doe, relating to food and everything else that was in her little recipe box. So, I hope you've learned something and found this to be a little bit entertaining. Bye.